people who see my stuff think is the best one. I certainly spent the longest amount of time on it. I'm gonna turn on the light switch over here. One second. This is the light switch. There we go. Okay. And yeah, that's better. Oh yeah, long time spent on this. And I really feel like, you know, people have their sort of their experience that maybe they define themselves by. Like, you know, someone has their story, their pain. I definitely painted this in recovery from, you know, what's my pain in my life, or what was my pain in my life. And it was such a healing experience doing this, and like putting all my anxiety and, like, you know, whatever it was, like, it can be really hard to heal. And just being able to have a place where I could, you know, be whatever it was, you know, like, I know a lot of times, like, I was just so upset that I'd come and I'd just, like, fling, like, huge globs of paint at this. And I guess it seems like, well, that's not that an angry of a thing to do. But when you spent a year and a half working on something and you're so angry that you feel like the expression of getting to almost ruin it, it feels so powerful in the moment. And you can see some of them. I think that's one of them. Some of them I actually painted into the painting, so I can't even tell where they are anymore. Which is actually, I think that was one. Part of what I liked about this one is that it's like, and what I turn my experience into, you know, my story is like, I wanted it to benefit my life, you know, turn something that was really hard into something beautiful, you know, learning experience. Yeah, these guys were a part of the flinging. And there's lots of small little worlds in this one. I think I'd get, like, lost in a little section for a while and then move on. I mean, this is cool. This down here, I was living in living in a garage, and one of my friends, and a roommate, she had her, I guess not a roommate in the garage, there was a main house, I was in the garage, and she had her younger brother come stay with us, and he was about, I don't know, man, he must have been like 6 or 7 at the time, and he ended up spending a lot of time with me, and I let him paint on my painting, and it was about halfway done, so I was a little nervous about it. But he ended up painting, and I hadn't even really told him I was into music. It was so weird. He was the sweetest little boy, and he painted this, I think the color underneath, what did he do first? I think he did like the black and the green here, and the circle was supposed to be like the bass drum in a drum set. And then it's kind of hard to see, but he also drew this guitar here. You can kind of see it. It's like, you know, this is like the wood part and the strings. And that black he did. And I thought it was so amazing. He was just a special kid. And so I painted it into my painting. My kitty walked across it too with paint on his paws, but I knew I painted that into it somewhere. And I don't remember where. Anyways. I've gone through lots of different names for this one. But the current one is, what did I call? I'm forgetting it as I'm talking. What was it called? Shoot, I think I wrote it. Oh dear. I think my cat just fell off a counter or something upstairs. Large banging noise. Oh, that's not it. That was an old one. Shoot. Oh! Castles Burning. That's what I was going to call it. Except I felt kind of bad because it was like, You know that Annie Lennox song? Or is it her song? Is it a cover? I can't remember, but I felt like I was stealing something. This was just a great, like, you know, it's a lot about a loss of innocence in this thing, and I really did feel like what I had thought was this castle, you know, all the dreams and beauty in my life, my innocence, were just totally lit on fire, and it wasn't a castle anymore for a long time. I mean, I rebuilt it, but, and so this was kind of like imagery of that to me, you know, like, God, there is a crazy noise upstairs. Oh, that's major. Itching. Okay. Anyways, moving on.